After waiting downstairs for maybe like 2 hours, when I went upstairs to another room to wait for biometrics, they said that they have to radio Lagos to find out where they should attend to.
One guy was complaining that I've been waiting here since 9:30.
Sorry, that I don't understand.
So the guy was complaining that I've been waiting here since 9:30. Why have you guys not called my name? Because when you get upstairs, they now call your name. The guy said Nigeria High Commission does not own the passport. We have to send your details to the owners of the passport.
In Lagos?
In Lagos or Abuja, wherever they send it to.
So why didn't they do that?
Prior to your appointment.
Because you put your application online.
Yeah.
So they now have to approve that everything is in order before they can call your name. You know, saying we've sent your own, they've not approved. Hi guys, welcome to Brunch and Banter. Another episode, another spread, and we have new guests for you today. Yay! This is the first time on Brunch and Banter. So excited. Really special people to our hearts on the table today. As usual, my name is Aigbeme. I am your co-host / head chef / total awesome person. This is...
Yeah, I'm taking out the accolades now. What
if you don't praise me, I'll praise myself. Thank you very much.
Hi guys, my name is Chimezie. As always, welcome to the pod. That's it.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, taking the accolades.
Okay, Chimezie is the sous chef /
The
producer / okay, whatever. I don't know what to mean by laborer because we are both laborers in this show. Anyway, please, let's get to it. We're going to hand over to our guests to introduce themselves. We have the lovely... Tell us your name.
Hi guys, my name is Aigbeme. Happy to be here. What do I do? I'm a project manager, mother of 2 lovely girls.
Aww, 2 amazing girls.
And how long have I known Aigbeme for? I think I've known it's a real long time.
Like a decade.
Yeah, about a decade. Yeah. That's
like
quite interesting.
We met through work and have built a friendship
over time.
Yeah.
Although shortly after I met her, Aigbeme and Dorcas almost killed me. But it's okay.
We have to tell that story.
Yes, I will tell that story. That is one story I will never forget.
I really don't even know what she's talking.
You will remember when I tell you about it.
Okay. Me and Dorcas almost killed me. Please, who is this gentleman?
This is my awesome husband. So please tell us your name.
Okay, my name is Taiwo.
Hi, Taiwo.
Yeah. I'm the husband of pretty
we established that
young lady here.
He's reinforcing it for empathy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm self-employed. I'm into construction and moved here into UK a couple of years now, right?
Oh, it's been a couple of years.
Yeah. I like to tell people that.
We're heading up to 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're almost at the 2-year mark.
Okay. That's how
slowly but surely.
Has gone.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was
like you guys just got
here. Last time.
Okay, we're going to dive into, why you came to the UK, the joys and trauma of moving to the UK in a second. Before we do that, let me just quickly introduce what we have on the table. Guys, every time we do brunch and banter, we don't skip on the brunch. We always cook
or the banter.
Or the banter. But I personally take personal pride in not skipping on the brunch. Okay, so what do we have? I'll start here. This is my attempt at Asu. The goat's meat in the UK for some reason does not have skin.
The meat in the UK
is so annoying. What happened to the skin of the goat? So because the meat doesn't have skin, is there skin goats in this UK?
I haven't seen any though, but the skin is being used
for... Why do they take the skin away?
Maybe they want to use it for shoes and bags. Who knows?
Anyway, it doesn't have skin, so it doesn't really taste right, but it's still nice.
It is what it is.
Then like a spinach, carrots, veggie side thing, pepper turkey, some spring rolls and samosa with chicken filling. We have yam porridge, which we call in Nigeria asaro, right? That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Like, then our trusty jollof rice. I also made moi moi.
Wow.
And then we have some peppered pomo and pepper soup. I saw this recipe on Instagram where they added corn to pepper soup, and since then, Chimezie doesn't allow me make pepper soup without corn inside.
Corn.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's all we have on the table today. And then we have like a gin and tonic and a raspberry vodka with Sprite. That raspberry vodka is not great, guys. I don't know. It tastes like cough syrup. But I tried to make it taste nice by adding other things. Hopefully it works. And then some water and some non-alcoholic drinks. So yeah, feel free to dive in while we keep the conversation going. So tell me how Dorcas almost came. Because Dorcas is a mutual friend of ours.
Yeah.
So I want to know how. Because if it's giving me girls almost
okay. So let's jump into it. We had a work program in Ibadan, and we were supposed to journey to Ibadan, right? And it was myself, Dorcas, yourself, and another of your friends, and we all got into the car. Apparently, it was Dorcas's car. Now, when we got, usual Lagos Ibadan journey, right? At some point on the road, I think the lady that was with us needed to use the bathroom, and so we stopped. Typical Niger style, find a patch in the road and whatever.
This was a girl that was my friend that was using the bathroom on the side of the road.
I know we stopped on the road. I can't quite remember why we stopped, but we did stop, right?
Okay.
I can't remember if we stopped to buy something, but in between Lagos and Ibadan, we stopped on the road. Now, when we stopped on the road, we were meant to get back into the car, and then the argument started. Who will drive? Apparently, I think Dorcas felt she would drive halfway, and Aigbeme would drive the remaining half. And that was where we were, in the middle of the road. I'm the one driving. No, it's my turn. And I was like,
no, I wanted to drive. I was fighting to drive.
I was so strange because you know how much I hate driving. Dorcas. So we were there for like a good 5 minutes, and the two of them, and I was like, we are in the middle of, we are parked at the side of the road. Cars are going by, and my two dear friends are having a conversation about who is the person supposed to drive the car. So that was why I was like, hey,
that's so weird.
Why did I journey with these two crazy ladies?
I've said this thing several times that because she didn't grow up in the streets, she doesn't have an appreciation of danger. I would never do something like that. If I'm on the highway, my own is just
get to the car, man. Somebody tell me
where you're going to. I'll now sit down and be arguing.
It was unreal.
I don't remember this seminar.
The origin launch. We were going to Ibadan.
I can remember going to Ibadan a few times for work, but I don't remember. I don't remember arguing on the side of the road. No,
I can remember it very well because we had an argument on the side of the road, and it was about who is supposed to drive the remaining half of the journey. And I was like, these two ladies are not serious.
Yeah, that feels
just an hour, 30 minutes.
That feels
but in those days, it was a lot longer than an hour.
Yeah, before the roads.
Roads were bad.
Right. So there's that feeling of at some point we did get tired and all that. So
there was
a pit stop. And at that pit stop, the next half of the journey, the main conversation was, no, you've driven the first half. I'm the one supposed to drive the next half.
Because you know how I hate driving now? I literally, every time I want to go somewhere, the first thing I do is to check if Chimezie is free to take.
Okay.
It's when he's not free that I'm like, okay, I'll drive myself.
Okay, think about 10 years back.
Because I hate it. Because I did
drive then.
You didn't even have a driver. You used to drive everywhere.
Yeah. There was a driving phase.
Socialized.
I drove.
Those were the times where I remember was in high. So
I was in the world.
I got to reach her on Third Mainland.
I remember that day now. I was just going vroom, vroom, I was like, I think I win me. Very reckless behavior. God forgive me.
Did you win that once?
I won now.
Can you imagine?
Of course I won. I left you in the dust. Like then driving was my thing. Because I spent a year in sales. And I remember when they gave me that Hilux job. It was a manual car. I'd never driven a stick in my life. So they don't say your territory is satellite town.
That's
From
an experience.
I should be going to my territory. I entered the car. I'd never driven a stick. I was just like, I said, okay, put it in gear one, clutch, accelerator. That's how I drove to satellite town. Wow. For the first time in a stick that I'd never driven a stick, I learned how to drive an automatic car.
So in those days, you didn't like to drive.
That was it. That's how I learned. I taught myself how to drive a stick, and I was just driving.
So apparently, Dorcas was probably not driving to your satisfaction, and there was no, you're not driving well.
Baby.
Let me be the one to take over. I need to be the one to go, and I was like,
maybe Dorcas.
We are in the middle of
Dorcas was probably driving.
Guys, what's going on here?
Like a Dorcas.
She was driving like a pussy. No offense, Dorcas. You know me.
Coincidentally, today is Dorcas' birthday.
Yay! Happy birthday, General D!
Yeah, I love you, girl. If you're watching this, you know, Dorcas is a sweetheart.
Oh, she is. She's an awesome person. Right.
So, you guys, what are you eating?
Time to dig in.
Like, okay, so what did we start? Me, I started with the pepper soup and corn. Chimezie did not even start to starter. Just started with main meal. Everybody has started.
What should I start with?
Starter. So start.
Because we have started already.
Because if I eat this thing, I'll be full. I won't like eat what I'll eat.
Oh, really?
Nothing, yeah.
Okay, well, thank you. Why do we always need to be next to our children? Like, you always have to know where your kids are. But growing up, my parents probably, like, we were on the streets playing. Like, I don't even know if they knew what we were doing. So sometimes, my younger brother and I were like, we're done, we're running away. My mother told us, bye-bye, yo. We were gone the whole day, roaming the streets of Ogba. When we were that hungry, we said, we're hungry, let's go back home. When we came back, my mother did not move from where she was. Oh, you are back. Your food is in the kitchen. She was unbothered. Meanwhile, I can't imagine my kids telling me, and this is me, 7 years old, with my younger brother, 6, walking up and down the streets, and my mother did not move. I can't imagine my kids telling me we're running away, and I'll just let them go. And I'll sit down, comfortable.
The world has changed.
The world has really changed. It's crazy.
Then you can roam around. They will bring young children. We found him. Your neighbors, where your family.
During Christmas, when we struggled.
And it was rich then.
Relative's house to relative's house. We'll be out till 1, sometimes 2 a.m. in the morning. Our parents were not bothered because it was safe. They knew that we were in a relative's house.
That's it.
And we'll come back. We'll even see them in the parlor with other relatives just still.
Yes, now.
No stress. But even in daylight, you cannot try it now in Lagos.
Like we are literally tethered to our kids. You have to be.
They have apps now. Monitor them apps. Know where they are. What they are doing.
Was it whatever I went to do? Young Voices.
I went for Young Voices.
You know, I traveled then. Before then, I was discussing with my wife, like, you know what? These Young Voices, 20,000 people. I was just 16 children. They came from different schools.
Coming together.
Immediately, I was like, you're coming from, the background now. you experience these stories in head. Of course, here we're in the UK, things are more organized. Mm-hmm. They put a lot of things in place. Mm-hmm. Let's give that to them, actually. Because I can't imagine you having such back home. Mm-hmm. The stories that will come up of maybe people missing, a lot of things. So even here, I was wondering, there's this gadget that we can put on the ankle, to monitor away.
Because to go and get them.
What even got me? What tipped me off was that it was going to be till 11:30.
No, it wasn't going to be till
10:40 something.
No.
Before we get our camps,
it was going to end around 8. But because it's far away from here, it's a drive back. And
that's the long day. When did they leave?
They left around 12 noon.
12 noon. So
no, we
then
dropped
go
them
back
in, wait, we dropped them in school in the morning.
around,
So the last time we saw it,
9.
Yeah.
You drop around 8:30.
Yeah.
8:40.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be taking our kids back.
That's a lot.
10:40.
I don't know if I could get in my.
I was looking for the gadget actually.
Yeah.
I told her she.
No, if you go on Amazon, there's something called an air tag. It's like a circular tag. Just put it in a bucket or stitch it to her dress.
Yeah.
Yeah, and connect it to your phone. You'll be able to track out
20,000 kids from different schools.
I think
so. Your daughter will just be one speck, and you just tell you one story that what would you say now? I said, my goodness.
In as much as
I was following up. I think I traveled there, Nabi.
Yeah, you heard around.
I was going around again.
Yeah.
So you were panicking when you were.
I even told her because they gave us the option. Either you pick your kids at Birmingham. It was in Birmingham they had program.
So you could actually attend the concert and then pick them up at the end of the concert and drive back.
So I was opting for that option. Coach again.
So I said if it was around, it would have been easier for us to drive them together. But only me with Eri, the logistics was going to be a lot. On the other hand, I also felt, when we went to school, we went on an excursion. It was an opportunity for her to also grow and mature and learn how to deal with a crowd. So before she went in, we had several conversations around what to do when you're in a crowd, when you go with a group, ensure this is where you are. If you need to leave, don't let a friend lure you. Don't let anyone come and tell you, oh, my mommy said to come and pick me. If at all that is going to happen, we would have agreed, we would have a code, we'll have certain guide rails that ensure that you know. So it was, in as much as there was that part of concern, there was also that piece of you need to actually let them start to experience things and teach them and guide them because they would never be with us 100%. At some point, they will be on their own. They need to learn these codes by themselves. So on that note, I was like, okay. But of course, lots of conversations with the school. Who is going? What's the guidance? What's this? What's that? So after those conversations, I was kind of like, okay, and then the way the school handled the communication was really good. So we are leaving now. They let us know we have arrived there. They let us know this is happening now. So there was like lots of emails. Even when the bus was taking longer than normal, they did send lots of emails to say, oh, this is of course not the exact location, but they kind of gave us guide rails, which was brilliant. So yes, all of us parents, we packed outside the school that we were waiting until 11 p.m.
Can you imagine that? See competence in action. I have a complaint to make. We went to Nigerian consulate.
Nigerian. Okay.
In London.
I went to renew. This one that you're about to abuse them. Let them release the boys' passports first, too.
They should not release it now. That place there, you know how they say that you can, even if you leave Nigeria will follow you.
You carry your clothes.
It was such a bad experience.
Wow.
Entering a place, first of all, the line in front of the consulate.
The line wasn't bad now.
It wasn't bad, but there was a line there.
A line, queue, or you mean that?
The queue. You don't get inside.
The queue, you have an appointment, yes.
To the basement.
Oh, really?
Yeah. From when you enter, you first go.
Wait, you've not renewed your passport yet in this UK. No. Please pray that you don't have to.
I would not. And as I'm hearing as I'm hearing basement.
I pray that I don't have to renew any of your
I want to do this 20 years.
You first go to the basement.
Oh, I may have to renew.
Why? Are you parking there? Are you parking at the basement?
No. We didn't even drive. We took the train.
So why?
The basement where they will put you first.
No, this basement is where they call you. They'll first of all give you a number when you enter, then you sit in the basement. First of all, your people type, bating, Yoruba everywhere. Yoruba people, bating. They cannot even be, not decorative.
Barry was there. You know when Barry was there when I did my last one? He was Fulani.
Oh, maybe it's supposed to. No,
there are different days for different cultures.
I don't know whether we went on the Yoruba day. But they all speak Yoruba. Very rowdy.
You'll have taken them.
Neto first of all said, our son Neto was like,
When I say on phone call, they say you wait first.
What's this place? I said, this is your country. We said, my country. I said, yes, your country, Nigeria. I said, this is my country. The reality, because it's been here for so long. So he doesn't have a concept of what Nigeria is. He said, so this is my country. The shock on his face.
Really?
It was daily. The plaster on the wall was peeling.
Oh no, that's terrible.
The ACs were not working.
Are you in the basement?
We were in the basement.
There was no information on this is where you are.
Nobody spoke to us about the process.
Nothing.
And I was
just wait in the line.
We renewed NATO's American passport a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
The experience was incomparable. Very organized. You get there, they tell you exactly the process, what's going to happen. Very quiet. Play areas for the kids, very well maintained. You wait, the technology is there. You see your number. This one, a man will come, hello, everybody, I need number 100 to 150. Go upstairs. It was so manual and so ridiculous. First of all, they said everybody must drop their phone. Why? Why do you have to drop my phone? For what?
If you don't drop your phone, they won't attend to you.
If you don't drop your phone, they won't attend to you. So you get to the kiosk.
Probably you don't record.
So you don't record the nonsense that's going on there.
Maybe that's
like
trying to cover trust.
Where is your tag? Because when you drop your phone, they give you a tag. When you get to the desk, they'll be like, where is your tag for when you dropped your phone? You now show them the tag. They'll say, okay, you have dropped your phone. They'll now attend to you. I'm like, okay, you said we should drop our phones, but you left the kids with their iPads. If I wanted to record, I would have recorded with the iPad. There was no logical reason why
the phones should
not be there.
And you'll be there for particular amount of time.
We were there for 4 hours.
Wow.
Are you kidding?
Just do biometric.
The appointment time
was 11. We got there at 10:30, left there at 1:30.
So when they attended to us, did they follow the appointment time at all? Because it's an organization then.
Yeah.
After waiting downstairs for maybe like 2 hours, when I went upstairs to another room to wait for biometrics.
Yeah.
They said that they have to radio Lagos to find out where they should attend to.
One guy was complaining that I've been waiting here since 9:30.
Sorry, that I don't understand.
So the guy was complaining that I've been waiting here since 9:30. Why have you guys not called my name? Because when you get upstairs, they now call your name. The guy said Nigerian High Commission does not own the passport. We have to send your details to the owners of the passport.
In Lagos?
In Lagos or Abuja, wherever they send it to.
So why didn't they do that?
Prior to your appointment.
Because you put your application online.
Yeah.
So they now have to approve that everything is in order before they can call your name. You know, saying we've sent your own, they've not approved.
I don't understand.
What?
No, sorry. This thing you're saying.
Couldn't have come in before.
Everybody you selected for the interview should be the approved people.
Mm-hmm.
If they
let's say because my understanding of this process is that they will call hello.
Okay, one call.
111 222
3.
Can we do it? Yes or no? Yes, go ahead. And if that person has got it amala for lunch,
you have to wait.
No approval again. You have to wait. They don't know what an API is. The process was very convoluted, very, very,
and it's a very
4 hours
to generate, application.
It's extremely inefficient.
My problem is with you. I know where you're going because the minister for what they call him, Interior. Oh, he's so hardworking. He has done this. Passports, you get it immediately. The process has been revamped. From everything that we saw, it's the same propaganda that this government has been feeding Nigerians. Nothing has improved.
That's terrible.
The guy that was calling names upstairs and came in. He said, don't worry, we'll call your names. People be patient, okay? Be patient. Okay. He said, you are wearing my U jersey. Me, I'm Arsenal. If you are Man I will not call your name. You go last. You, which club you go to? Which club? Started asking everybody. He said for me to go and do your job. You're
people that have been
there for hours. He said, you're Tottenham. We don't attend to you. I'll not attend to you. That was just mad.
When this man goes so after the end of the day, the time is like, I worked so hard today.
You would think that
joke with people that didn't want to crack the joke because everyone was tired of it. They were
So at that point, whatever he was trying to do,
it was not
that from atmosphere was not working.
The aces were.
So what are you gonna do? Get the process moving.
The system is an overhaul.
It's just that you are in a country like the UK.
You feel
that your embassy will reflect
at least
the standard of the country you're in.
Yeah.
The embassy is actually just like Nigeria. It's mind-boggling.
That's sad to hear.
How much is the passport to get?
It was, I think it was it not $170 per passport?
That's how much? 300-something thousand naira. At least 300,000 naira.
And that's 5 years.
Per passport, though, yeah.
That's
then you now do 20 pounds
because they won't give the kids
10 pounds special. So it's like $200 combined.
So that's like at least 400,000 naira.
Yeah.
How much?
$200 or £200.
At least you expect that you're paying a premium. You're paying a premium for the same passport that they'll give somebody in Nigeria. You expect better service.
Something.
Yeah.
But the window was open. When we went upstairs, they had to open the windows because none of the ACs was working. But
I don't wait. Sorry, a big question. I want to get something right because this thing is making me think in another direction. The building they were in there is here in the UK, right?
No, it's in the sky. It's in the sky. We flew.
No, I need to understand. They didn't bring the.
I know where you're going. I kind of get where you're going.
Huh?
The building.
Why have UK standards not been enforced?
Yes.
And they at least they have.
The outside looks beautiful. It's like red brick. This will be the flag of Nigeria. Everything. Once you enter that building, you know that you're in Nigeria. You're no longer.
So my question.
Because minimum operating standard.
It does not apply. It does not apply.
There's no minimum there.
When you enter, you know you're like the NATO and Cambi needed to use the bathroom. Chimezie now took them. When he came out, it was like God. And I needed to pee. When I saw his face, I was like, I can never pee.
Let me explain. You know?
Wait.
No,
I need to hear this. I'm be talking about my country so I can know.
Once I just start taking this, they're going by the east. You know all those restaurants
that just
and everything. You know how the toilets in those places are. That's how good that toilet was.
Okay, so I think
it was smelling of congealed urine.
So the question is, maybe the standards don't apply.
Sorry, where is our embassy?
If
in London.
In Northumberland Avenue.
If this place is in the United Kingdom, right? They are building standards and things that happen. Except if you're trying to say that those things do not apply if you are an embassy.
Okay, they bought
the whole
building, right?
Embassy,
they allow
you your country.
Your country.
Yes, the embassy is Nigeria.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there are any rules or
usually the ambassadors are citizens of their country, irrespective of how long.
The rules of the UK
exactly will not apply in that building because it's Nigeria.
Generally,
so now it makes sense
I think that's just
Nigeria. Some signs on the door some doors were falling. Some doors you see
that they haven't even bothered to
they've jacked the locks. They didn't replace them. It was just they tried to put a disabled ramp on one stairs. It was like they
concentrated.
They brought Baba Kuti to come out from Shomolu to come and do something that looked like a ramp. It just didn't make. I was so disgusted.
It didn't look like it felt like they did the building and they left it.
That's a shit.
I don't know if they even
regular
go for even just a lick of paint. Would have improved that place.
Regular maintenance.
Even just brighter lights. The place was dim and miserable.
In that basement,
anyway,
there were 7.
Why would you go to a basement? I don't understand.
It was basement. That's the first place. Then they now took us upstairs. First place you go is basement.
Even those set up
in the basement. When we went the first time, there were 7 tills. You expect that
was another.
Let these tills. Let there be 7 people there.
No,
but then probably have 2 and
just one
person.
Number 170. Go to counter 2. it was just one counter that was working. And there were so many people there. There were kids, there were elderly people. I'm like, why is the only counter?
That's say one person is the one that will come out and say,
I think
number 1 to 100,
go upstairs.
So when he's not there,
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Wow.
I think we should talk more of this because I realized the last time I traveled home, I went to Warri, Osubi Airport. I booked a flight. I had a return ticket, but I now realized it was a earlier one. What was it? I think it was even you that booked it for me or something.
Airpiece or something.
Airpiece. So I booked on time. I was there on time. But the guy that booked for me is, if I can recommend the guy, he can call you 20 times so that you won't miss your flight. To the point that you even abuse him. I mean, the meeting don't call me, still call you.
The books.
So the guy kept
you get on the flight.
I was there on time. I got at Osubi Airport. It's an airstrip, very small place. I was there. Just like 1, 2, 3, 4 people in front of me. Normally, there are even some guys that I know. They'll take your boarding pass, quickly help you get.
Yeah.
But just 4 people, I don't even need. I just stood. I stood there 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, 40 minutes, still the same 4 people in front of me.
What was going on?
I came, is everything okay? Is there a problem? Nothing, nobody, and that's this where there's a problem, there's a fundamental problem with, I think somebody said if you grew up in Nigeria, you are already disadvantaged. Because
I agree with that.
No, really, because there are some things, even you're right, some things you just feel that, like you said, you don't have a bearing on, this is what is happening, this is what's keeping you guys all waiting, You're going to wait for another 2 hours. At least you can go and sit down.
Nobody will talk to you, give you an update. They will just leave you there.
So, and everybody on the queue were comfortable. They were waiting.
We'll sit down waiting.
So I was like, I'm just waiting. Does he have
10 hours to pass. Nigerians will be waiting.
So I had to I don't understand. I went forward. Even going forward, they felt maybe you want to jump. I said, no, excuse me. I went to the front. I said, and the people that are supposed to attend to you, you'll be putting face like this.
I expected something.
I had to raise my voice. So we are working. They didn't want me to talk. I said, we are working. I said, don't tell me you're working or something. I've been here for 40 minutes. 30 people in front of me. What are you doing? Checking in bag. Is there a problem? Did somebody bring drug that, maybe you had to shut the counter down? You make an announcement. Let us know that there's a security breach or something. Nothing like that. Nothing. I'm not talking about boarding the plane. Let us drop our bag before you can delay us the normal Nigerian delay. They couldn't see anything. 2 girls in front, they said their bag was this one, and the other queue was not even going. Guess what? After they now said, they were attending to me now. I said, no, you are bet. I can't stay. I went back to the queue. After 10 minutes, the counter, there's a tag on the counter. They now turned it to tell you that they are closed, checking in. There were still 3 people in front of me. The same 3 people, though. I've stood for them about an hour. They've closed the counter. But I realized that while I was there, somebody came in, they carried bag, they were shout, Nigerian matter. They were doing all that thing. And I said, my goodness, this country. Okay. And now, I didn't say, excuse me again. I now went to the front where passengers were not supposed to. I now went to block that front. I now started on top of and I don't like to shout before. But, I had to shout. This is not acceptable. What are you trying to do here? You are locking, the counter is closed, so anybody there, they'll say you come late or you came late.
No, you've been there for over an hour.
You've been there for an hour because there are books, many, they do a lot of things. They collected, I read, because I travel a lot, I read what they're about to do. I said, no, to me, this won't happen to me again. No, God forbid. I shouted. As I was talking, I was just, I don't understand. What are you guys here for? What are you paid People are on the queue. I wasn't not even talking about me alone. Guess what? Okay. Somebody, okay, what's your name? What's your name? Because it's your name they used to print your boarding pass. The next thing, what's your name? What's your name? All those keys were still there. They quickly typed my name because I was making noise. And they printed my boarding pass. Under 2 minutes, boarding pass was ready. So they were doing rackets with the whole thing.
Yeah. Because
some people
make noise.
I do, even me too. If I know the one when you've booked, when they've closed the counter. Because many times I miss flight, I don't want to.
You have to beg now.
I'll not pay. No, now charge you.
You pay.
Maybe even 50K, 100K more than the fare. But you always get your own seat. That's, sometimes people don't come, no show and all those things. Yeah. But they don't do that, no show again. They orchestrate it.
Orchestrate the no-show so
that they can make money. And people this is the crazy part. Immediately they give me my boarding ticket, guess what?
Everybody started complaining.
I've spoiled their business that day. Because everyone has, because I was even buying shoes for there. People were now shouting, what is this? You cannot, in fact, change that. Close door. Change it to open. People were now shouting. So I was like, I would have been a victim.
Yeah.
And it's something they thrive in because they make money from it.
Yeah.
Somebody's always benefiting from field systems.
Yeah.
Like you said, those places we are not painting. Some people are benefiting.
Yeah.
There's money that has been
There's the contract that has
for renovation, for maintenance.
From 1999.
Some people will be pocketing it.
That money, yeah.
Because it's a bill. So, and if there is no resistance,
there's no accountability.
There is no opening up, talking about it, there will be that cool money is going to somebody's account and he will be happy.
Yeah.
Because these things you're talking about, it doesn't take rocket science. It doesn't take anything to organize.
So
it's a deliberate thing they do.
Because it's not like it's hard or it's impossible.
My two things I would say about this, what you just said now is, number one, I've always been arguing that, okay, we're coming to the UK, no problem. Once we achieve our objectives, coming here, let's discuss going back to Nigeria. This was year 1, year 2 when we came here. I went for my brother's wedding in 2024. Was it 24?
2025.
2025.
It was 2025.
Last year now.
It was 25.
Yeah.
How do you know about my family matters?
Because I was here when you went for the wedding. So I remember when you guys traveled for the wedding.
No, it was not you guys, it was just me.
Yeah, you traveled. You went with your brother.
Yeah, I went to
Didn't you hear the intro?
So
family. How would you know that?
My older brother and I were in the airport. I was on the phone with you. I called her. I said, see, you know that I've been trying to advocate for school in Nigeria. I said, if I ever tell you, let me work in Nigeria. Sorry, look.
You're giving them
because I was so disgusted. I was in the airport. It was hot. It was disorganized. The lighting was poor. Police everywhere with AK-47s. It was just a mess. And I'm like, isn't that to come back to dust everywhere? You know, there's something about Nigeria. If you take a picture, the same phone, the same lighting condition, you take a picture in the UK, it's like ultra HD compared to Nigeria. There's something in Nigeria. There's dust. It was so. I just said, this Nigeria. And especially on that APC. The way this is coming first too.
It's true.
There's nothing Nigeria again.
In comparison, when we're coming back from passport office, we got on our train. The train was supposed to take off, let's say 2:15. It was 2:16. Immediately announcement. I'm sorry for the delay.
Yeah.
Just started apologizing. We're sorry for the delay. I said, which delay? It's like 1 minute past the time. When the train was supposed to have started moving. We're sorry for the delay. There was somebody that collapsed on the side, not on the track. On the side of the train, not even inside the train. It says so it's not safe for the train to move, the train has to stay. The delay was 40 minutes. They probably announced
that
like 5 times. They kept coming back to say, so the emergency services are attending to the person. I'm sorry, we can't give you a time. We need the emergency service to do it. But they were telling us these are your options. You can get down There's a train 10 minutes from the train 20 minutes. They were giving us updates and options to still continue your journey.
Yeah.
They're like, but if you want to wait, they were just, when we're ready to go, we are so sorry for how long we waited. This train, we apologize.
It's a value system.
If you stand up and you start shouting, you will look stupid.
Oh, yes, of course.
Because you have no reason to shout.
Yeah.
They have told you this is what is happening. They have told you these are your options to continue your journey. So there's no reason to be angry. You either take the option or you wait.
Yeah.
So it was just, so when you were talking about what you're talking about, I was like, honestly, the disrespect and disregard.
There's no value system. The value system needs to be in there. And there are things that have just been institutionalized, right? Delay.
Incompetence
has been
institutionalized.
Anyhowness. Thank you.
Yes.
It's like the base.
Yes.
It's like that's the base that people kind of
you want me to know that
so when you come to this and apologize, they're like, do they apologize to everybody?
I was tripped. Wow. They were apologizing after 1 minute.
But I'm sorry. In Nigeria, this comes from the top. The blame.
Yeah, anyhowness is everywhere.
No. You know what? I remember when Buhari took over in 2015. When the case, you were saying that Buhari's body language, blah, blah. Everybody sat up in the country. Let's call it spade a spade. Like, everybody sat up.
There was the intention to start up.
They realized that the man,
the man is as useless.
It was the intention to start up. Yeah, I agree with you.
So it comes from the top. Most people say that, the leadership is useless. They are corrupt.
Okay, so
let's
go back there, right? If there was the intention to do it, coming from someone like that with so much expectation, who could achieve nothing, what does that also send to the others?
No, I don't agree with you.
There is some level of...
It's a personal feeling on the man's part. The man has everything.
No, I don't think he does. He doesn't have everything.
One.
He had the good things, but there were no systems.
He had everything.
I was going to say that.
He had the power.
He would have had to create
to implement the system.
Yeah,
but you put the systems in place.
But the man was just a lazy, incompetent fellow.
No, he may not be lazy.
I don't know what.
Let me tell you why. He was. Let's be factual.
Was he a party man?
At least Buhari was the first.
Is he a party man?
Okay, let's not talk party. We agreed we will not go political party. No, because political conversations get to go. They become very passionate and very.
Let's even leave it.
Let's bring it back. Yeah, let's bring it back.
Yes,
let's bring it back.
System thinking.
Let's bring it back.
I think one of the things I realized that's not making Nigeria or African country work, and what has made things work here. Let's leave corruption out of it. Corruption is global. Man is man everywhere. But I think the thing they've been able to do is system thinking. System thinking is beyond, I made a road that is going to Anambra. That's what we celebrate in Nigeria. They made a road. Even the viability of the road, which is great. But guess what? In system thinking, you're not just talking about this road. This road that I made is going to last for how long? So there's a system in place. There's no road that will last forever.
And this everybody follows that map.
It's going to be for 3 years.
There was something like some Milton Keynes that the council, they fill a pothole every 12 seconds. Because it's designed into the system. Because the weather has been so bad, the roads get damaged. Every 12 seconds, they fill a pothole.
That's the system.
Because they put the system in place where you cannot have a pothole for too long. Now, in Nigeria, they will build the road. They will commission
no plan.
There's no plan to maintain it.
And after 5 years, something will definitely happen.
It won't
remain like that forever.
Exactly. But the issue is that who puts those systems in place? It's the leadership. It's systems that exist in the UK, and we'll come back to really talking about why we all chose to live here. Right? The systems that exist in the UK and the sanity we were looking for by coming here exist because certain people that were elected into government put them in place. It's not the people that are sitting there in their house that went to go and put those systems in place. So leadership
some people did put in the work.
So leadership does come into question. There has to be somebody that has a vision. Look at Transport for London. Every time I ride that freaking and I look at, if you see the whole map of it is
a web
system.
Do you understand what it takes
1 minute
to develop that whole system?
Yeah.
And the thousands of trains that run and every day, making that each train is on time. If there's a delay, there's a delay on the northern line, there's a delay. You know how to redirect yourself.
Absolutely.
Your phone is telling you there's a 15-minute delay on this. It is incredible.
Yeah.
There was somebody that had a vision for transport for London. And it had to start with leadership. Because number one, you have to fund it. Number two, you have to not just fund it one-off. You have to, regardless of the regime change,
over the years,
you must continue to fund it forever.
We invest in all that.
So those systems are not going to happen by magic. My problem with Nigerian and people in power is that everybody there has a short-term view. There's nobody that is thinking 10 years from now,
and that's
20
the point.
years from now.
That's the point.
So because we have to be short-term view, I'm in power, let me grab what I can.
You have to leave parties development.
No, it's not about parties, it's about people. Because this issue
is
regardless of
irrespective of parties.
It's irrespective of parties.
That's really.
No, it's about people.
If we look at party, and that's what's been stopping development.
And I don't want us to.
Let's forget about you are this party, you are that party.
Yes.
What works for the people? What works for the development of
this city?
And let's look whether you are. No, whether you are this or that. See,
don't be true.
And you know why they've been successful? They removed those, like TFL. It's not governed by
labor.
Because once you, even here, those APC thing works everywhere in the world. People lobby everything. But if you know that this system, you want this thing to work, irrespective of
which political party comes in,
or
this thing must continue autonomous.
Yeah.
And the road development is not because it is a road that leads to one person's house or somebody else's
First of all, the leadership of the country has the responsibility to institute projects that make sense, not a goddamn coastal road that leads to nowhere. Okay? So we just scarce resources. When we start getting these coastal projects that make sense.
We agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
But
let's leave this.
I don't want to go into a political debate.
I don't want
that's where this is going.
So let's leave it.
Let's start talking
about parties.
We talked about a lot of the gaps that we saw in Nigeria. So what inspired you guys to take this step to move to the UK and say, okay, you know what? We're going to try something different with yourselves and your young family.
I think you have the mic, I guess.
Yeah, I think for me, on that note, right, I've always wanted to have a multicultural view in terms of career and general outlook towards the world. So I've always hopped on opportunities to work outside of Nigeria. So I'd done it before. A couple of years back, I had the opportunity to work in South Africa, and no one the opportunity.
Did you like South Africa?
Sorry?
Did you like your time there?
I worked in South Africa as well. I enjoed my time there.
It was a bit different because in South Africa, it was just me. I wasn't married. I didn't have kids. No responsibility.
It wasn't fun.
As it
was.
So yes,
it wasn't there.
It wasn't there. It was fun. Because for me, enjoy your life at every stage you are in, right? If you're not married, then make the best of it. And that's how my outlook had always been. So yes, I did enjoy South Africa. It had its own pocket of issues around security, yada, yada, yada. So you kind of...
The phobic thing, is it still there?
Xenophobe.
I don't like
you kind of read the city and then know how you navigate. So that was...
When South Africa was in Joburg?
Yeah, I was in Joburg. That was in Santon. So it was kind of nice.
When I was in Joburg, I didn't have any sense of any xenophobia or any issues. I just would go to work.
How many people did tell you were Nigerian? You didn't tell a lot of people.
Well, true, but
I really can pass.
And then again, you know in South Africa, the women are not exactly the target.
You don't really...
Don't target.
Not giving you up as a Nigerian.
I enjoyed my... I just enjoyed my time in South Africa.
You're not like...
It's not South Africa.
She told me a story about when she went to Uganda. And how the women there were rushing Nigerian men. That the Uganda women love Nigerian men.
Oh, yes.
And they just come to
South
me and say,
Africa, yes.
Are you a Nigerian man? I'm a Ugandan lady. I want to spend the night. And you're very direct.
But you see why this xenophobia is working? Because the South African men are not really getting much attention anymore.
That's where it's at.
And Nigerian guys come in, they spend all the money, you know.
Something about South Africa, I was always on my toes. You know how like Spider-Man says my spidey sense tingling.
Yeah, you're a guy.
You came to see me in South Africa. When you went on your own.
Both.
It's been long. You've been
in South Africa.
She went to look for us.
See, she imported me like small chops. We were still dating there. She was.
I was like, get your ass South Africa, boo.
That's how. She now said,
and you couldn't.
We now agreed that
you were disorganized when she left
for 2 weeks.
I didn't go for 3 weeks. I went for 8 weeks.
I
said when she left for 8 weeks, you were disorganized.
No, I was
disorientated.
I was not.
Until you had to go.
But she was like Tokumbota.
So why did you come now?
Because
you were a free man. You could have
See, let's call it space. You and I admit. When your woman says,
no brave.
I want something. It's not, can you do something? It's not a request, it's an order. So
there's a request and another
order. I was living at that day. I had this Audi. That was my.
You now drove to South Africa.
The Audi used to give me trouble.
You can expect that from Audi Nigeria.
So there was a flood that day. I took it to the mechanic in the morning. My flight was in the night, like 10 p.m. I took it to the mechanic. They said, okay, that they want to change something. It was going to be ready by something. I first went the first time. It wasn't ready. I went back home. Second time I went, this was maybe like 3, 4 o'clock. I now said, no, just give me the car back like that I need to make this flight. If I miss this flight, I'm going to be single. Just leave this car. Luckily, I got the car somehow. So I got the car.
I can imagine
I already packed my things.
Are you at the airport?
No, if I don't
trust you, just come and text me. Again about under pressure.
No, because Chimezie had a reputation of always missing his flight.
Yeah.
So please.
I used to piss me off. So how do you miss your flight? Are you a child? Get to the airport on time.
But I was going to be there for 2 weeks. I'm going to be in my car there for 2 weeks. So I had to connect that car. So I never connected the car. And if you guys know Aja, near
Lagos Business School.
Near Lagos Business School.
That is outer Aja. That's not Aja. That's outer Aja.
And that day it rained cats and dogs.
Okay,
whenever it rains,
you know when
gridlock
traffic.
Aja is something else.
So I left my house. First of all, I had to pass. There was a shortcut. Instead of going to under bridge to go and turn, there was a shortcut I'll take. I'll come out in front of.
You cut that one out.
What was that estate in Aja?
Okay.
No, that's place.
It doesn't matter.
No, that's
it doesn't matter. Just continue.
So
Mikota.
I now drove to shortcut in door high
water
flood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in Audi, that is notorious for not doing well.
Yeah.
But I was afraid of my life. So I said, even in this car,
for your born children.
take that car out.
You know, okay, when the car gets in,
Get that car, small them, and I took that car. The car and gone. And now go to the water. The car didn't come. I said, Okbel, Jesus. And I went to the traffic. Mad traffic. Like, I was there for maybe like 30 minutes. Just maybe like something that you throw stone. And you go and do the U-turn. So I was there for like 30 minutes. I was like, God, this has been like 6 o'clock. I was like, Jesus. I remember like the 32nd minute. I now reached that place there and now turned. You know how you make that U-turn?
in anticipation.
No, I made the U-turn. It was clear road. So all the traffic was people going towards like a clear and go. As I turned, the road was just free. I watched F1, the film F1.
And I tell God, no speed limits.
Car down. This was 6 o'clock. My car was 10. So checking was like 8.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing like 200.
Yes.
Just so that I didn't miss flight.
I wanted to drive on the road.
Yes.
Why were you driving flat 200?
I swear to God, I was doing like 200. I drove that
If you miss that
an average of 140 from that Aja to Anthony to pick up my younger brother.
To drop you up at the airport.
To drop us to the airport so you can carry the car back.
Yeah.
And I'd already been calling him since. So when I got to the house, my parents' house, he was outside waiting for me. He didn't take me 10 seconds. I didn't even say, parents, goodbye.
You call it
car. Fiam! To the airport. Got there. I didn't even say, my dear brother, thank you for having me. I just got down, collected my box.
So take care, bye.
No, anything like
because I was so afraid of Mr. Poison because she had told me.
I want him, don't miss that flight.
Federal money. Make sure you have flight.
Yeah, because he was notorious for always missing his flight. Used to be like, how the flight? You know, literally telling me that be there at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So get there and like me, I'm a very punctual person. So lateness annoys me. So why tell me I miss my flight? You miss your flight. Why?
I went to when I
Still flight missing.
I went to Nigeria and chartered things. Soup, food, this one.
That flight, but
I had like 3 big boxes. She had already told me if I was coming back, first of all, make sure that you are on that flight. I don't want to hear a story. Somehow,
which flight to where?
When I went to Nigeria for something.
Okay.
And that time I bought a lot of stuff, I had to leave some food.
Okay.
So I was in my parents' house in Antonio. We were gisting, waiting, just fucking around. I saw that
time left.
It's like 3 hours left though. And I said, no, just pack everything, let me be going. Went to the airport. Yeah, code check-in. Oh, I started to beg. I said, God, please, if I'm on this flight, I'm going to be divorced. I need to go. Whatever it is, I will pay, I will bribe. Please, I beg you. I'm on this flight. One demon was now using me to catch ships. As I was begging her, she walked there, I'll follow her. She walked there, I'll follow her. I was begging her. Small power. Because you are airport or airline, this is really nice.
That's some.
I said no problem.
Thank you, Taiwo.
I said no problem.
You had the Asaro.
What did you think? That's how the man answer. You know what? Go ahead and check in. But you cannot pay for excess luggage. Yeah, you cannot pay for excess luggage.
Yeah, because
they are very closed. So as I was trying to think of what I was going to carry, I was not thinking straight. I now left the most important thing. The most important thing. I left like 2 big tubers of yam. Like one.
What you used to ask for in marriage?
One. Like one soup, one stew, 1 pack of suya. I left a lot of stuff. Like one big Ghana Moscow I left.
My goodness.
It was when I was on the plane. And I was there. Okay, I was missing a flight. That I now had the time to reflect.
And take stock.
So, all these people that help you load your boxes on this thing. They were trying to help me pack. They now saw the things I was leaving behind. Now said, what do you want to do with this? If I was taking straight, and I said, you know what? I'll call my parents and say, I let this here. They should call this person. I should give it to you. I'll give them some money. So I said, I don't care.
Just get to that flight.
Those 2 of them, one guy, one woman, they looked at each other. You know when you communicate without words?
So they're like jackpot.
They were like, Okpeo Jesu. They just carried the bag and kept one side, away from prying eyes, to share it when everything
is done.
For almost a year, I was mourning that thing. Because that thing, no jokes, was at least 300K. The value of what I looked at.
That's what happens when you don't plan properly.